Christmas baking time. It's Christmas baking time. As though I hadn't spent enough time already baking for Christmas, but I don't feel as though I have enough. And so I'm going to make some more. If you're watching with me, please come on in and say hello so I know you're here. We're going to make some fudge. Oh, fudge. One of the best lines in a movie ever. But I didn't say fudge. Am I the only one that's watched that movie a million times? Randy lay there like a slug. It was his only defense. We speak in a Christmas Story movie line all day long this time of year. Actually, who am I kidding? We speak in it in Christmas Story movie lines all year long. My mother hadn't had a hot meal in 13 years. It's pretty much reality. Hey, Shirley Jones, Fudge. I know, I have a lot of sweet stuff too, but I want more. I want more. I want more. Makes me feel like Ariel. Isn't that what she sang? She had thingamabobs aplenty, but she wanted more. All right, let's make some fudge. Have I made on-plan chocolate fudge? I don't know that I have. I've made on-plan peanut butter fudge. So I printed off this, I don't know if you call this person a blogger or a recipe creator or what she is. She really doesn't have a title, but she has some pretty amazing recipes on her website. It's called Joyful Life with KJ. You may have heard of her. Maybe you haven't. She makes good peanut butter fudge. I'm not entirely sure that I've ever made an on-plan chocolate fudge. I've made peanut butter a million times. So I'm going to make some today. And then I'm going to wing it and see if I can make some chocolate fudge. And I think I'm going to do a chocolate fudge layer and a peanut butter fudge layer. In fact, should the chocolate be on top or the peanut butter? I think I want the chocolate on top. Yes, but I am not going to use allulose in this recipe. I'm not going to. I do have some allulose. Let me move my camera over here to the stove. I should have just started with it over here. This recipe does not use allulose. This one uses brown swerve, my peanut butter fudge. All right. Can you see both my face and my stove? Let's go ahead. I love chocolate fudge too. Shirley, do you like nuts in your chocolate fudge? Because careful how you answer. I may have to fire you depending on how you answer that question, but I'm not going to tell you how I think you should answer. But I do have a way I think you should answer. Fudge. Nuts does not belong in fudge. Just so we're all on the same page. Don't put nuts in my fudge. Shirley Moore, you fired. Cindy, can you take up the slack? Since Shirley's not going to be working for me anymore. Fudge. Nuts don't put nuts in your fudge. You ruin it. People, you ruin the decadent smoothness. Don't do it. I mean, my recipe. And look what I just printed. 2 pages of recipes on. It's my lovely labels. Don't you love it when you do that? Thank you, Tanya. All right, 1 stick of butter. This is 1 pound of butter. No. It doesn't balance nothing. It ruins it, is what it does, Shirley. Put nuts in fudge, just like nuts in brownies. You psychos that put nuts in your brownies. I'm telling you what. All right, 1 stick of butter. That's 1/4 of a pound. It's just a light little recipe here. It's a healthy little light recipe. It is healthy. It's nourishing to your body. It's healthy fats. I'm going to move the other 3/4 pound of fudge over here. I mean, butter, because I am going to do that. All right. Oh, my recipe very clearly says to line your pan with parchment first. I'm going to use a loaf pan and make little loaf fudge, you know, like little sliced fudge. Lord have mercy, all you nut people. Do it right, KJ. Okay, hold on. Let me get my sweetener in there before I screw it all up. Let me turn this down a little bit. I need 1/2 cup of brown swerve. I had a class last night, so half a measuring cups are in my dishwasher. That's not the right one. These are hard to read. 1/2 cup. All right, we're just gonna cook that till it gets all caramely. Where's my whiskers? Over here. In the bottom of the dishwasher. I apologize for that view. Slow down. This is a super duper easy recipe, you guys, and it's really good. Crumble it up and then straighten it out and it won't roll up. It stays oh, the parchment. You're right, it does. I've read that before. I've heard that too, that if you wet it, it works. How about I wet it and I crumple it up? Oh, I just got a wicked sharp pain in my side. Look at that. It's effective. Oh, Lord. I just got a wicked sharp pain in my side. All right. We're going to melt this and whisk it until it reaches a thick, sticky, caramely sauce is what we're going to do. Oh, I got a bubble in a kidney or something. I like it in a loaf pan because then you get thicker fudge and you can have like thin slices like you get when you go to, you know, like Dollywood. Well, I haven't been to Dollywood, but that type of thing. What do you call those? Parks. Entertainment facility. What are those places called? Amusement park. Entertainment park. That's for the rich folk. The rich folk go to the entertainment park. The rest of us go to be amused. This really doesn't take long. I have an idea on how I'm going to make fudge, but I do not know that it's going to work. We're just all going to do it together and hope for the best. If it works, fantastic. If it doesn't, well, we won't do it again, will we? We'll waste a whole $7 bag of lilies. So you might want to wait for me to make this before you attempt it. Let me do the wasted. I do plenty of that over here. I'm also going to make, I just put in an order. Oh man, I don't think I hit order. I don't think I hit checkout on my order. I just placed an order to go pick up some sugar. Oh, that hurt. That was like a knife to the chest, ordering sugar. Look at you, Crystal Austin, up at 5:30 in the morning. I placed an order for real sugar so that I can make my family and friends some chocolate and peanut butter fudge of their own. So they don't have to be eating all of mine. Plus, like I said earlier, I don't want everybody eating my fudge that's made with lilies. I'm going to be hard enough to live with, let alone everybody in the room eating lilies. Nobody wants that. Nobody wants that. That's not Christmas. Crystal. It's a good reason to get up, right? Fudge making. All right, we just want this thick and sticky and caramely. Basically, you're just going to reduce it a tiny bit. I am going to make cinnamon rolls. Mindy, you know, I'm going to wing it. If you can imagine that. My nose is running. Can you imagine me winging something? I know it's hard to imagine. But I am a certified master of cinnamon rolls. Okay, I'm a certified master of real big white flour, giant as your face cinnamon rolls. And so I thought I would make my friends. They've never had my cinnamon rolls. And I thought I would make my friends some of my famous cinnamon rolls. I sold them up home. I used to sell them sometimes. So I thought I'd make them a big batch. So I'm going to attempt to make giant as my face cinnamon rolls using my recipe. That's smoking hot. That's the swerve. She gets smoky. All right, we get a thick, sticky caramel sauce. Let me come back to the whole idea of cinnamon. Well, basically, all I'm going to do is attempt to make my cinnamon rolls with sprouted flour. Oh, Hannah. Oh, man. That looks fabulous right there on the floor, doesn't it? Nice old big glob of the old peanut butter right on the floor. Awesome sauce. Let's go ahead and clean that up. Sebastian, you want some peanut butter? Looks like a dog had a mess on the floor. That really gets you in the mood for some fudge. Hey, there's some peanut butter right there on the floor. You should clean that up. Right here. Oh, I found it. You're not going to lick that off the floor? Are you serious? What's your problem? All right. Rather than waste that entire gob of peanut butter, I'm just going to go ahead and give him a little, okay? Since this all fell on the floor. I'm just going to give him a little bit of it. He doesn't need all of it, but here. You go ahead and enjoy that. Merry Christmas. Now I have peanut butter all over my hands. I just made a mess, even messier. Will I make you some on-plan cinnamon rolls? Whoa. A little aggressive with the plate there, are you, Bass? All right, let's try this again. Since I just wasted half a cup, now I'm going to have to open another one. Because you need, how much of this? A whole cup of peanut butter. Oh my word. Okay, listen. These cups are not my favorite thing. They don't stand up. Now I got, sorry guys, let's just make this super, oh, you gonna get that? What about the plate over there? All right, you go ahead and clean the floor. I've dropped this on the floor a couple of times, but it's all right. Don't worry, my floor, I just cleaned it last night after a class. I know you're not worried about it. Some of you are gasping in horror, and some of you are like, whatever, I do the same thing. All right. Fudge shouldn't be this hard. Well, I was going to say it's a good thing I have a backup jar, but this one was also open because I like to have 2 jars of peanut butter open at any given moment. My floors are going to be shiny and nice. People are going to be like, wow, did you wax your floors? Nope. Just spilled a whole bunch of peanut butter on them. Do I even have an entire cup of peanut butter? Would it surprise you any if I didn't have the ingredients I needed to make a recipe? You done with the plate? You're not going to eat the rest of that peanut butter? I don't know what's wrong with you. You're not going to eat the rest of that peanut butter over there? I think the plate must be slapping on the floor and he doesn't like it. All right. What a mess. What else goes in here? Vanilla. Just put some vanilla in there. Really, you take it off the heat and then stir it in, but I cooled my vanilla, or my liquid cooled a little. That's it. That's the peanut butter fudge. That's the whole recipe. See? This is dummy proof, okay? Even I can do it. I'm making chocolate next. Calm down. More. All right. There's the peanut butter fudge. Look at that divine mess right there. Tell me that doesn't look amazeballs. You can't really scrape a pan with a whisk. I have yet to screw up this fudge. And listen, I've tried. I am just pretty confident at one thing, and that is screwing things up. That's so fun. Just the one bad thing about this fudge is legit, I could sit and eat it with a spoon. All right, I'm gonna get this in the fridge and let it start to firm up just a little. And then I'm gonna pour my chocolate fudge on top of it. This is a plate of leftovers. Oh, I cannot believe I just did that. Oh my word. I just stepped right in that peanut butter plate. I got peanut butter from one end of my kitchen to the other and up on the foot. It firms up beautifully, Mallory. That hurt. I just slipped on your peanut butter that you're not even eating. Go eat your peanut butter. Look at this. Look at him. Look at me. Like, mother, this plate. You don't want. Do you not want the peanut butter? Or are you just scared of the plate? You're just scared of the plate. Hang tight for a moment while we cater to the golden retriever. All right, you can get the rest on your own. That plate's not going to kill you. Get it. All right. Chocolate fudge. I'm going to kind of do my own thing with this. I don't know if this is going to work. I should rinse this out first. Hold on. Hold on. Hang tight. Almost done. Just be patient. If I had a paper towel, I could wipe that out. I'm going to have to get a clean dish towel because every towel on my counter has got peanut butter on it. All right. 1 stick of butter sounds about right. Slap that in your pan. And then I think let's go for 1/2 cup. Should I do allulose? No. Allulose will not firm up enough when it's done and it'll stay too sticky gooey. Yeah. Let's see. I'm going to do super sweet. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do just under 1/2 cup. I'm not going to do a whole 1/2 cup. Hold on. Now I got to wash my measuring cup. You know, if I had a butler, I'd say it's high time that I had a butler here to help me in the kitchen. I mean, come on now. I'm 45. I think it's about time that I got a butler. I'm going to half wash that out because I ain't got the energy to wash the whole thing. I'm just going to kind of rinse it. I'm going to put under half a cup. So just under half a cup, which is probably what, a third? Wait, gentle sweet? No, I want to use super. I want to use super. All right, let me go rinse my whisker. I don't know why am I rinsing this? I'm combining the two. Why does it matter? Stop rinsing your dishes. All right, I'm just going to melt this and let it get brown and caramely. And then I'm going to add some vanilla and some chocolate. A maid to a butler. I don't know. A butler could also lay out my clothes in the morning, and I would appreciate that. And I could call him Jeeves, and he could stay in my little guest room. I'd feed you, Cindy. I'm not going to promise the food would be very good, but I'd feed you. You're going to move on up here? You could stay in my guest room, but you're going to have to dress in a little tuxedo. Are you okay with that? I hope so. Are you waiting for something in particular? Go eat your peanut butter. Go eat your peanut butter. The sink's running. Hold on. I'll let the sink run. All right. Just going to cook that for a minute and let it get brown and caramely. Just going to stand here and stare at it together. I'm going to use an entire bag of lilies. If this fails, then I've wasted a $7.99 bag of lilies. Somebody should Venmo me that. At Kelly Jean 621. I can waste lilies like nobody's business, let me tell you. But I'm going to make chocolate fudge. I bet you do look fabulous in a tuxedo, Cindy. I'm going to make regular fudge later with Ghirardelli. I have Ghirardelli on the cabinet. These taste better than Ghirardelli. $11. Crystal, what? $11? I mean, you can try, Shirley. Why not? Is it this size bag is $11? That's rude. I am glad I do not live on the West Coast. Let me just tell you. We were looking up houses on the West Coast out there, and if you spend $400,000 on a West Coast out there, if you spend $400,000 on a house on the Northwest area, you're gonna live in like a beat up old house. Like, I cannot get over the cost of stuff out there. It's mind boggling to me. Yes, I get mine typically, Vicky, is what I do. I get mine at Thrive Market usually. $12.99 in Canada. 3-pack on Amazon for $27. Okay. Okay, that's getting a little better. My son loves Funyuns, and I went to buy him a bag for a stocking, and they $6.50 for Funyuns? Fake onions? Yeah, but what if you need sweetened chocolate? You just add extra sweetener, Shirley, to your baker's secret. Smoking like a, I ain't gonna say what. That's super sweet. She smokes hard. You turn that up. Hope you can still hear me. Oh, my gut doesn't like lilies either, but I just live with it. I'm just gonna get this brown. Once it starts to get brown, I'm gonna put my lilies in there. She's smoking hard. I told my husband he should not put a fire alarm out in that room, but he did it anyway. So I said, listen, that's gonna go off. Let me put it on this burner back here. Why does Super Sweet smoke so hard? Drives me crazy. Look, I stopped whisking for a second and immediately starts to turn brown. I'm cooling it down by whisking it too much. Well, melting wafers work in recipes like this. So like for sweetened, for like traditional fudge, I've never tried melting. Oh, you mean the Bake Believe melting wafers? Um, I don't know. They're basically chocolate chips shaped not like chocolate chips. So probably. Man, that is smoking. Look at it smoke. You see that? That's smoke, not steam. All right. She's a nice brown color. Let's go ahead and add some chips. And some vanilla. Little splash. Why? I don't know. Will you taste the vanilla? I don't know. It just feels like it's the right thing to do. Well, it's giving me a nice silky smooth. And you're off the heat. It looks fudgy, y'all. You see that? Glossy, smooth fudginess. It seemed hot because it was down on low, Mary, but it's the erythritol burning off. All right. I'm going to pour it right on top of this, and it's going to cover more than my parchment and drizzle down the side. Fair warning. I'm taking an awful risk here because if this doesn't come out good, then I've ruined my peanut butter fudge that is going to come out good. I'll be honest with you, she looks pretty beautiful. Tastes good. I think so. It's a 9-ounce bag. All right. It's my layered fudge. We'll see. I'll have to put it in here and cool. See, that's going to take a couple hours to firm up. And it will either come out or it won't. If the chocolate doesn't come out, then you know what I'll do? I'll scrape it right off the peanut butter and eat the peanut butter anyway. But I think it's going to come out okay. Don't try making it until I tell you the outcome, because if it's terrible, I don't want you to have wasted your cash. But look, this is what it looks like. You see that? It tastes like fudge. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's good and sweet. All right, there. So the only thing that leaves for me to make this morning, well, besides my breakfast, I do have to make some breakfast, but I won't keep you here for that. It'll go on the website if it doesn't stink. Okay, as long as it comes out all right, it'll go on the website. I need a cup of coffee because last night, if you missed it, which I know a lot of you did because there's only 22 people on and there's 69 people right here. I had a cooking class last night and I made caprese frittata, which is so good, but I put the rest in the fridge. Why I didn't freezer? Why I didn't leave some out to have for breakfast this morning is beyond me. But I also made hot chocolate mix, bulk hot chocolate mix. I have no paper towels left. That one's got peanut butter on it. I have to use my finger to clean out my espresso thingy. And I made hot chocolate peppermint hot chocolate mix. And I'm going to put it in my coffee as I can. So I'm going to make me a little, I don't know, should I do a latte and have some yummy peppermint foam on top of my peppermint hot cocoa? No, I think I'm going to do an Americano. I think I'll do an Americano. A large one. Who wants a medium? Let me get my coffee mug. And I have my ho mug. I know I could have done a latte, but then I think if I do, I want to whiz up a whole serving. I do too, Sheree. I want to do a whole serving of my peppermint hot cocoa mix, and that would be hard in a latte. All right. Let's put that into there. Make an Americano. You can fit. I know you can. I've done it before. Brew. All right, here's my peppermint hot cocoa mix. You can just warm up 10 ounces. This is on my website now too. You can warm up 10 ounces of almond milk or confectioner sugar. Don't warm that up. Almond milk or cashew milk. I don't know why I say confectioner sugar. And just put it in. You can blend it or you can just froth it, which is what I'm going to do. And it's full of protein and it should be full of healthy fats, but I left 2 ingredients out because I ran out of them. It's the best way to teach a class is to run out of, run out of the ingredients you're supposed to use. This is calling my name. I think this is going to be the other part of my breakfast. Listen, I am a human. Just because I'm a coach doesn't mean I get it right all the time, okay? Sometimes I eat peanut butter out of the jar with a spoon or a knife. And I have absolutely no shame because this is the added fat for my breakfast right here. All right? It's okay. I don't do it on the regular and I don't eat a whole jar. When is my cookbook coming? Well, I was hoping I'm doing a cookbook of THM mixes and I was hoping to have it for summer. But shocking, in a shocking turn of events, I haven't started it yet. So I don't know. I'll still pull it off. I'll get it done by summer. I don't know. I also want to release a cookbook called Coffee and Balls. And that is a plant. Why does that smell like peppermint? I guess it doesn't. It's my mix that I'm smelling. Sorry, I got really confused from that. All right. Let's put a couple big old tablespoons in there of that mix. Get your frother. Could I make a bigger mess of my kitchen this morning? I'm gonna whiz that up. I gotta move you back. Oh, that's right. Plus, I'm planning a retreat. Let me move this back. I'm planning a retreat in Charlotte. Who's coming? Who's coming to Charlotte? I hope to have a meeting with the Hilton Garden Inn in Charlotte early next year and figure out a price and then get the registration out by hopefully like February so people can get flights. Charlotte is the cheapest place you can fly into, from what I've seen anyway. This has the perfect amount of protein. It's sweetened. I don't need any creamer, although I could put a splash in here because it's Christmas. But I'll forgo it. It's a perfect trimmy, and I don't have to do anything else. I didn't have to measure anything other than that scoop. Surely. I'm not going to come. Ooh, I can't wait. We should put a little sprinkle on top of there just to make it extra pretty. That, oh my gosh. It's so much better than even the original trimmy mix. That is so good, you guys. If you like peppermint mocha coffee, this is what you want to make. And here's the thing. This calls for 3 tablespoons of butter powder and 3 tablespoons of MCT powder to be the fat in your trimmy. I didn't have any, so I left it out. And it's fabulous without it. If you wanted added fat in your trimming, you can just pour a little MCT oil in there, but it's fabulous without it. There's no cream. It's a fuel pull. Oh man, that's delicious. Let me think what's in that. Oh, okay. I was going to say you could almost drink this as a sipper, but you can't because it's got lots of protein in it. But it's so good. So good. And I used extract instead of oils like the recipe calls for because I also didn't have that. It's amazing when you write your own recipe and then you show up to teach a class how to do it and you're missing half the ingredients. It still goes okay. All right. I have to clean up some peanut butter, an excessive amount of it. It's on my floors, my hands, my pants. And then I have to go film some Patreon for next week for Christmas. If you're not on Patreon, don't miss it. It is 5 videos a week for a very low price. What else? Holy Healthy New Year, y'all. If you're not, know it. It's peppermint extract, Mallory. Peppermint. You just have to zing it really well. Holy Healthy New Year starts January 1st, and we're going to be talking about restoring what the devil has tried to take from us, restoring what the world has tried to take from us, restoring what we have handed over to the world. Okay, Shirley, she's texting me asking for a quick Zoom, and I'm still live. I can't Zoom you while I'm live, Shirley Moore. The world has taken things from us, and in all honesty, we have handed over things to the world. The world hasn't just swooped in. And in many cases, the devil hasn't just swooped in and tried to steal stuff. We've handed it over like a present. Here you go, devil. Take away my hope. Okay? In many ways, we've just handed over our hope. So, she's Sunday. So in January, we're going to talk about restoring hope in our health journey and how to get the hope back. We're going to I can't talk. We're going to talk about restoring our faith in February. And in March, we're going to restore our mindset. We're going to take back what the world and the devil has tried to destroy. And it's going to be a fabulous 3 months. And it's $259, but if you use the code Truffles, I've left that code open for y'all. I was only using it for people in the class, but then I decided, you know what, it's Christmas. Everybody needs a truffle promo code. So use the code Truffles and you'll save, and it'll only be $244 for 3 months, and you can split that into 3 payments, making it super simple and super affordable. But I'll tell you what, the benefit you can get out of 3 months is amazing. The community you will get, it's unlike any other. You don't want to miss out on it. So come join me for Holy Healthy New Year. I hope to see you there. Go ask for it for Christmas. Go sit on Santa's knee at the mall and say, Santa, I want Holy Healthy New Year. And I expect it in my stocking. That's right. It's a gift of health. It's a good one. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for joining me this morning. I won't be live tomorrow because I'm going to be packing and heading to the beach. So I will not be cooking live next week. Maybe once, maybe. We'll see how the week goes. But I will be live for devotions every day. But I do want to say thank you for being part of my journey. Thank you for allowing me to be part of your journey. Thank you for consistently joining me here in the mornings, even though I went through a period of crappy camera footage and terrible setups and bad lighting and cold weather and not good setup, to end up here with the perfect setup. And y'all came back. I had like 15 people live, which y'all, I appreciate you 15. You know who you are. I appreciate that you continued with me, even though my camera and everything stunk. But now that I've come back here, my views are going back up again, and y'all have come back. And I sincerely appreciate you sticking with me. I love you all very much. I don't just say that. I really, truly, I can't, you are just such a gift to me. And I love you all. And I will see you.